and my guest, Julian Broadus, Snoop Dogg's third son. We were just talking about how he is honing in on his craft by studying and writing and learning more about producing. I guess I had a question. So, you're studying, you're writing. At some point, like you said, you were able to produce some of your music on your own. You put it out and then you took it down. Um, you created your own studio in your home, or are you also going to different studios?
Well, for me, I had my studio in my like closet. Like I was ambitious. I'm still ambitious to this day, even more. But like I was like, man, I got to get this music out. I got to really see what it would sound like. And so I would go to a friend's house and I recorded there for the first time, and it was weird to hear myself on a microphone. And I wanted it like because I was a basketball player at first, as you
Okay.
know, and I broke my hand. And before that, I asked God if like He wants me to play basketball still, or He wants me to pursue music. And when I broke my hand, like right after like a couple like weeks or two after that, and I was like, okay, like I know this music stuff is for me. So I gave it a shot, and I fell in love with it the first time. Like first song wasn't really good. I'm not gonna lie. And
Who did you let hear? How did you know you weren't good? Like you
uh,
have like goodness in your bloodline.
well, it wasn't that I wasn't good. I just didn't have a flow.
Okay.
So everything was rushed, like with the sound. Like, I wouldn't give the music any breaks. Like it was just a straight continuous line of raps, and I thought it was hard, but it wasn't. Like listening to it now, I was like, oh, thank God I took it down. But yeah, it was the first song I ever made, and for me, I felt joyous because it was like something I made. Like it had my name on it, had my touch on it, my spin, and it was crazy. Like I loved it. Like, and I could be myself. When I was a basketball player, I could only do so much, and like I couldn't be unique really because everybody plays basketball. They wear the same stuff. It's like,
Everybody's not your height though.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, you make it easier. You could just stand there and just dunk, right? You don't have to jump.
yeah. So,
Maybe at 6'6", 6'5".
but I was playing guard, so it was like I was doing all the stuff that like all the small, fast people do, and it was like, yeah, not good. I didn't like having to guard all the point guards and shooting guards. I was like, let me take a break off that. And yeah, this music stuff is what I love. So I'm really glad that God opened those doors for me and showed me
That this is where you should go. And I love that
exactly.
you don't feel the pressure to rush.
Oh yeah.
You don't feel the pressure to just quickly get something out there, even though you did and took it back. You just don't feel that pressure. Now, we were talking about pressure. What pressure do you feel being the son of Snoop Dogg?
Oh. Uh. Well, the the pressure I feel of being Snoop Dogg's son is it's a tremendous pressure. Don't get me wrong. Like I just appear relaxed and I can
Yeah, you
I
do.
can keep myself calm, but trust me, every day it's like I don't want to make it like a bad decision because it doesn't just affect me. It affects my father's image as well. Everybody who's in my family, like my mother, my father, everything like that. So when I make a decision, I'm thinking about more than just myself every time. And I don't really have pressure in this mixed stuff because music is it's even if I don't end up being successful in it, it's like I still love it, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep doing it, whether there's money involved in it and whether there's not. But I would love to be able to make music like a career for me, and that's why I want to take my time with it and not rush anything and be a one-hit wonder. Let's say like I make like a really good song now, and then I can't capitalize on that, and then my music just tanks out.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah.
Well, we have a caller on the line, and they're calling. Hello, how are you, caller? Who am I talking
I'm
to, and where are you
good.
calling from?
This is Janae from Houston, Texas.
Welcome, welcome, all my family and friends and listeners out there and watchers, because you can also see us on this interview. Welcome, Houstonians, and welcome, Janae. Do you have a question for Julian?
Yes, I do, Julian. I wanted to know. So you seem like a real nice, laid back type of guy. You don't seem like real gangster like your dad. So you seem like. So is your music gonna go like in a different direction? Are you gonna do like pop, or is your
Oh
rap
yeah.
gonna be gangster, or is it just
No,
like what type of music are you doing?
I think I'm gonna end up in that pop lane sooner than not because like I like it. Like I'm not gonna front. I like listening to pop. I like listening to EDM. I like listening to a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not just a like listening to rap music all the time. I'm way beyond like the barriers of music. Like I listen to some rock sometimes. Like for me,
Right.
it's whatever vibe I'm feeling that day. I'm gonna listen to it. Like I don't really care like what people think about what I listen to. Like I was raised off of jazz and classical music all my life. Like it's nothing like for me to like to listen